Great day, great day, great day. It's me. It's me. Happy Thursday, guys. Welcome to episode 7. We've been going 7 weeks strong and we're still here. So I added a new feature. It was suggested about getting a ring light. So, with some help, I ordered a ring light. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's cute. I like it. I did a little thing with the little lights that keep flashing. So, like I said, with this journey, you're gonna see consistent improvements, and you're gonna see me learning new things, doing new editing, and so which I'm still trying to figure out. So this was one of the new things that I added was ring light. So, and I'm the selfie king. So why I never got one was beyond me, but I have one now. So I do like to have little lights in my eyes. But anyways, so episode 7. We're gonna go in and we're just gonna go into, for those of you who know me, know that I had an eye surgery. Those of you who don't know me, if you look at me, this eye is closed. And the reason why it's closed is because I had an eye surgery on December the 11th. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about my journey with my eye surgery and what took place afterwards. And although some people sit there and say, oh my God, you lost your eye, it turned out to be a huge, it's been a lot of transitions and changes, but it's been a blessing. So, yeah, today we're going to talk about how I lost my sight, but I never lost my vision. All right? So, let's go into it. So, all right. So, I had issues with my eye. It's like 1 minute I couldn't see, then the next minute it just turned like it was always facing this way, so it looked real cockeyed. So I had to take pictures so it wasn't really noticeable. And then it got to the point to where it turned really, really red and like somebody punched me in the eye. And then it turned into a really painful situation. And it got to the point to where my doctor said, okay, we can't save your eye. We're going to have to go ahead and remove it. So by this time, that's the first time I heard it. And then I ended up actually pursuing it again a year later. Shout out to Tylenol PM because that really helped me get through a lot of the pain. But it got to a point where it was unbearable. Had to revisit it. And the doctor said, all right, we're going to have to do this. And what really pursued me to do it even more was the fact that they said that if we didn't remove this eye, I could end up losing this one. So I'm like, ooh, I can't be blind. Can't. So, yeah. It was a lot. All right. So I remember having conversations. I was having conversations and 2 people told me that they just knew, because I have the gift of sight. So I can see things. I can hear things. And I see things even in my dreams. It's a part of my gift. And it was crazy because years prior, I kept seeing and posting about a date, and it was 12/12/23. 12/12/23. And I would just randomly post it on Snapchat, and I started doing it in 2020. And I just kept saying something is significant about this date, and I could never figure out what it was, right? So, right. Follow me, okay? This is going to be a pretty lengthy video, but hey, just listen. Let's talk. Because I haven't really gone into detail about this, and just this is a special video to me. All right? So, boom. Kept being told it was going to be some sense of elevation. It was kind of like once I lost this, once they removed this eye completely, it's like my senses would be heightened. And the crazy thing about it was I was looking at it from a physical standpoint and not a spiritual standpoint. All right? So, ready? The date I kept seeing was 12/12/23. 12/12/23. Now, my procedure was on 12/11/23. I knew something was on the way, but I did not expect God to take me to a place that he took me to. And again, I lost my sight, but I didn't lose my vision. All right. I didn't lose the vision that God gave me. All right. So it's going to go a little deeper. So surgery was rough. I was in and out of the hospital. Like, it was really bad. I wasn't holding food down or anything. Like, I was in the hospital twice. And the second time, because I was in the hospital the first time, the second time I went for my follow-up, and my doctor, seeing how bad I was doing and my recovery was just hell. And she said, I need you in the hospital getting 24-hour care. I don't want you going home. I need you to be able to be supervised so we can, one, manage your eye and manage, because they end up getting infected, manage the infection as well as control my pain. So it was a lot we were dealing with. And I had the most amazing doctor. Like, literally, like, I could text her any time of the day and she would respond. And even, it was a lot. Like, she really went out of her way for me. So shout out to Dr. Malley. So got out of the hospital, and then we began my at-home recovery process. All right. Now, I kept saying I wanted to talk about this, right? And what really made me decide to pursue this was I got new glasses. And it's crazy because my old glasses, it was like my vision was still blurry, right? So, was it, I think it was Monday, I was on my way to my interview, and America's Best called me and they said, hey, your glasses are here, come get them. So I was like, all right, bet, I'll come there. And, no, excuse me, I'm lying. It wasn't my interview, it was my orientation. So congratulations, me, I got a new job. So left orientation, went and got my glasses, and I was kind of nervous because I was like, my vision in my left eye is still kind of blurry, Even when I went to an eye doctor appointment, they were telling me, like, hey, when you get your new glasses, you're going to have to wear them all day long. Because I kept finding myself bumping into stuff. And they were just like, you need to wear glasses all day long. Like, just not to sleep. That's it. So I was like, all right, cool. So follow me. Went in, got my glasses. And when I put them on, it was like everything just came into clear focus. Like, nothing was blurry. No shiftiness, no blurriness, no shades, no nothing. I could see clear, So it blessed me just talking about it. I was talking to Jeremiah, one of my closest friends, and ended up talking to also my friend Makai. And I talked to them separately, and it was like, I got so much revelation in that moment. And I understood that through that process, losing this eye caused me to have to see things differently. And I learned in that process, and I want you to take from this, is when God gives you a new vision, you can't see it properly if you're wearing old glasses. So I'm like, okay, wow. I realized, like, this journey has been crazy. Like, I realized that 12/12/23 was the first day that I didn't have this eye anymore. I was only dependent on this. All right. And physically only dependent on this. And I realized, like, as the weeks went on, my dreams became more intense. They were crazy. They were hard to manage. I was seeing things, feeling things that I'd never felt before. And it was like visions that I had before that didn't make sense were starting to make sense. And I didn't see the world the same again. I didn't see people the same again. When I tell you, like, my friend circle has changed so much, I've changed so much since then. I was already going through transitions, but my most dramatic change began after that surgery. And most importantly, I saw myself differently. I didn't see myself the same anymore. I saw myself for who I really am. I saw my strength. I saw my confidence that everybody kept saying that I had, and I never had. I see the world differently, I see things that I never thought I would be able to understand and grasp. And I'm I'm understanding so much because in that process, it was like as God shifted my vision, I started looking at things differently because I was using a different lens. You know, I wasn't looking at people the way old Russell looked at them. I wasn't viewing situations the way old Russell looked at them. I wasn't viewing myself how the old Russell viewed Russell, you know? And it became the biggest blessing. And it's so crazy how the smallest things can give us the biggest revelations. And it was crazy because I'm just sitting there like, wow, God, like it all makes sense. It all makes sense. I wasn't able to understand what you were showing me all these years because I was looking at them through the wrong lens. You had to give me a new prescription, you know? So I say that to say, in the end, especially with my gift, I use my gift differently. I manage it differently. I protect it differently because I'm not using the old tools that I had before. I'm using new ways to protect it. I'm using new ways to use it. I'm functioning in a way that is conducive for my gift to properly function. That was a lot. And I'm not even going to try to repeat it. So if you want to hear it again, rewind. But yeah, yeah. Like this surgery, it was so scary. It was so scary because I'm like, y'all are going to be really close to my brain. And I'm just like, I don't know about this. And I'm just like, all right, we gonna do this thing. But I didn't know. I didn't how I knew, but I didn't grasp the magnitude of what God was about to do with me. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. So if you're ever sitting there and you're going through life and you're trying to figure out why things aren't working, you're trying to figure out why you can't make it to this next level, adjust your glasses. Switch to a new prescription, you know? And sometimes it's like you got to check your glasses to make sure you're still using the right prescription, and more so check your faith. Check your faith on a spiritual note. And I realized like this wasn't just a physical transition. This was a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual transition. And I understand now. I understand now what God was showing me years ago. I understand now what people were seeing about me years ago. And yeah, yeah. I just want to encourage you all, like, no matter what, you can think you're losing something, and all God is doing is trying to elevate you in a way that you've never experienced, you know? So I made the jokes, it's like I'm walking around, like I'm pretty much like I'm a ghetto pirate. I mean, I'm not ghetto, but you get what I'm saying. But it's like, so the process explained this. So the reason why I really went into all these details is because like some people know the details, like my inner circle, they know the details. Other people really don't know. They just see like with his eyes closed. And to see this now compared to December the 12th, it was, I really looked like somebody punched me in my eye and like wore my ass out. But hey, but like the process is not done because again, my recovery was rough and it caused a lot of delays. So it kind of put us back. It kind of like, we're really honestly, we're like 2.5 months behind because I should be done with everything because procedure in December, 4 weeks later, they should have looked at it, swelling gone down, and then I would have been cleared to see the prosthesis doctor, and he would have ended up fitting me for my prosthetic eye. So this will match this eye. But because of the swelling taking so long to go down, numerous infections and different, like the enemy was really sitting there and he was like really testing me because he did not want me to catch revelation. But you can't, the thing about it is no matter how bad the enemy tries to come at you, he can't stop what God's trying to do in your life. You know, He has a little bit. He has his ways, but he doesn't have the power unless you give it to him. And I wouldn't give it to him. And I'm so grateful to my friends who stood by me from the beginning to the end, because they really sat there when I had my low moments. They made sure that they lifted me in ways that I couldn't do it. But the prosthetic will be, hopefully, the end of this month. I go to see her. She'll release me to go see the prosthetic specialist. And hopefully by June, I will have this new eye in. So that's the explanation for why you see this eye is like this. And I wanted to share my story as well as share, because again, I wanted this channel to just be so diverse, where we talk about any and everything. And I was like, I don't want people to think it's just strictly just, I'm not a preacher. And for those of you who know me, don't crack jokes, because we know what the end goal is, and I don't need you to sit there and try to check me. But anyways, and y'all know, it's a couple of y'all know who y'all are. But anyways, I really was like, I wanted to just, because I like to cuss. I like to talk about things that sometimes may offend other people. But then I thought about it, it's like, my core is my spirituality. My core and the essence of who I am is everything God put in me. So this is me. This is my journey. And it's going to get very spiritual. You're going to hear about God a lot. You're going to hear me cuss a lot. Well, not a lot, but you're going to hear me cuss a couple of times. You're going to hear us go down and have conversations about uncomfortable things. But this is me. This is me. And I want to use this platform to encourage other people, especially those who are navigating through trying to figure out, how do I handle this gift? How do I handle the responsibility that comes along with it, you know? And yeah, like I said, this isn't a me thing, this is a we thing. This is a us thing. And we're doing this together, you know? And one episode at a time. So yeah. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for my new subscribers. Thank you for the comments. You know, my new thing I'm saying, you know, you do what you do best, and I'm going to do what I do best. You keep liking, you keep watching, and I'm going to keep making content for you guys. Again, I do have the hoodie prices. The hoodie prices are going to be $50, and they're going to be, the sizes range from small to 3X. And the rest of my order will be done in about a week and a half, and they should be fully available for me to ship them out to you guys by April the 1st. So I'm going to do a little video on them once I get all of them, and the t-shirt should be here soon, and then we can go from there. I love you guys. Again, like, share, subscribe, comment. You can follow me on TikTok at Jewels for Crowns. You can follow me on Instagram at Jewels for Crowns. And I mean, share this with a friend. You know, let's go up together. And even if you have content you want support, reach out. I'll watch your stuff too. Like, let's go higher together, you know? So, and major shout out to every single person that prayed for me and was patient with me during this process, because I'm a communicator. And a lot of people didn't hear from me as often as usual. So I thank you all for your patience and your prayers, especially from like my family, my church family, my best friends, my nurses, everybody who really stuck with me, because it was a rough journey. And I just hope that everything that you gave me to lift me up, to get me to this point, I just pray that God return it back to you tenfold. All right? I love you all. Stay blessed, and I will see y'all all later.